So I didn't want this video to suck completely, so I thought I would record some things here and there. Here is the AmpliGame gaming mixer by FIFINE. It is widely compatible with multiple different things. Mainly, you're going to be using it with your microphone. Now, you have line out. You can obviously get audio and stuff to it as well. It's going to be a little bit weird, so I'm going to have to kind of go through and kind of show you guys how it works. Right, so I'm going to go into the assumption that this is working. I do actually apologise to FIFINE, and I do actually apologise to my fans here on my channel. When I tell you that not everything is set up in this room, I'm being pretty dead serious. There is so much stuff I need to set up. Like, literally, I'm having to do a makeshift everything for this video. I haven't been able to set up the SC3 properly, and I haven't been able to set up anything else. I don't even really have a headset that will pair with this properly. So my setup is kind of all in bits at the moment. There's wires hanging everywhere. It's really annoying me, but it's enough to get this video done. So first off, you have this button which gives you 48 volts or doesn't give you 48 volts. I don't know if that's done anything to sound quality. This is currently on really high gain, but I can drop the gain right down on the mic. You can hear live with the mic monitoring how this sounds. I don't know whether it's going to sound any good on your end. I hope it does, but right now this is plugged in with an XLR. The microphone itself isn't plugged in at all. It's just XLR only, but there's like custom things on here, like hello, whoa, hello, that's weird. So it records stuff. The lights are pretty cool. There's a lot I'm assuming right now because, like I said, I haven't really had the time to set this up. All I do know is you can have auto tune on. So I could be like, yo, what's up, people? As you can see, you can have like some pretty serious auto tune, and it will gradually get worse as you stop it. It is pretty hilarious actually, because you can do so many different versions of this electric thing, and you can really you know, if you can't sing, you got yourself some auto-tune. Yeah. So, I mean, generally speaking, this is pretty cool because based on what you need it for, can be very useful. Once you hold it down, it goes.
Now, you have voice changes, which is kind of weird. It happens so quickly without any delay that you can speak and it doesn't bother you. Yeah, that's how good the mic monitoring is as well.
But you can go to a female voice, which they've actually put female on this one rather than female. And I noticed that
with a lot
of these
reviews.
I don't know if you guys are going to hear this on your end. I think this is an issue with this headset because it's got mold on it and stuff, like on the actual cables. But I'm hearing a lot of ticking noises and static, which I'm hoping doesn't come out onto the microphone. I think it's just the problem with this headset. I think this headset's just shafted, if I'm honest. Do you want to know what this is, by the way? This is a Call of Duty Black Ops 2 Turtle Beach headset from back in the day. I'm not even kidding. It's a Black Ops 2 Call of Duty headset. Anyway, yeah, the mic monitoring works really well. Again, we'll go through the voice changes. You got
male, which is pretty badass.
You've got female. Baby, which I don't like.
This one I actually quite like. It kind of sounds like you, but you're more deeper, which is pretty good. It's like not bad. And again, there's no delay with this voice changing, so it sounds
really fucking good. You know, a lot of voice changes you'll use and they'll be software based and they don't work at all because of that fact. Hello. Yeah, like I say, you can kind of mute different things. You've got line out, you got line in, you got headphone, you got the microphone. If you press the mute button, obviously you wouldn't have heard me say that. You can also mute the line in, even though this doesn't really matter. I'm assuming that the line in and the line out can be used for having the microphone plugged in via a aux cable, and line out I presume would be to use this as an audio DAC. I could be wrong, but I think that's what this is for. Again, I'm gonna kind of show you an overview of this on the table and kind of look at it a bit better, but yeah, right now I don't really have the time. I've still got weeks and weeks of me having to kind of, you know, we got a shelf being fitted up here, new lights at the back of the desk. There's going to be a lot of things that have to be sorted before I worry about like using audio equipment and stuff, because right now I'm not really going to be streaming or videoing anything other than what I'm doing now, which is what I'm attempting to do, a video for FIFINE. I'm going to be completely honest, I think this is a really good device. It's going to be useful for a lot of people. It allows you to use XLR, which is pretty much lossless audio at that point. And it's a lot better for recording things. The fact you're able to change the gain on the fly is pretty amazing, really, because you don't have to worry too much about the gain on the mic. You can gradually turn it up until it gets very loud or much louder. You want to kind of keep it in the boundaries of it being green or yellow. But I have noticed the microphone is way more sensitive like this. It sounds better, at least from what I can hear with the mic monitoring. The mic monitoring on board of the mic itself is phenomenal. It really is. So yeah, I mean, this is a very cool piece of equipment to have, without a doubt. It's fantastic, but I'm hoping I'm going to be able to first off cut out that fan noise, but we'll see. I don't know how the fan noise in the background sounds. It's very hot today, so I apologize if you can hear that. I would very much put this mic monitoring at the very top. It's fantastic. Even with a shitty headset like this, it sounds amazing. Unfortunately, I'm not able to use my Stealth 700Xs with these because, well, it is simply not possible. It doesn't plug in. It's a Bluetooth headset, which I prefer, or a wireless headset. Overall, it's very good. Again, if you need 48 volts, you can select that as an option. You have auto tune. You have the ability to record custom things. As I say, I set one here. Hello. But you can do this. You can muck around with this. You can make things sound better, look better. It's a useful piece of equipment for a lot of streamers and a lot of professional use case audiophiles. Personally, for me, it's not that useful because, I mean, this microphone on its own with USB-C already has a lot of the things you'd need, like mic monitoring and a gain control and stuff. Like, this mic is fantastic for USB-C, but there's a lot of use cases where XLR needs to be used, or, you know, this DAC is great for streamers, having just voice changing on the fly and having auto tune if you're a singer or you need it for some weird use case. It looks good. It's got a nice control. I mean, what we're going to do real quick is just bring it down here. So as you can see, again, 48 volts. You've got the custom thing, which you just hold down. You just hold it down and record something and be like, yo, brother, man's gonna smash a zoop and that. Or you could just say thank you for the sub like a normal person, but we're not gonna do something and be like, yo, brother, man's gonna smash a zoop and that. And you can obviously overwrite these, as I say, RGBs, very cool. You've got mic monitoring turned down so you can't hear yourself. Now I can hear myself at full. Turn it up, can hear the mic. I assume this would be turn up to hear the audio in game or outside, turn it up and down. Then you've got the line in as well, in case you are plugging this in via an aux cable. It's simple. It just fucking works. That's really all that matters. And you just disable mic monitoring like that if you wanted to, but I don't really know what else to say about it. Like,
this is buy it?
Just fucking buy it. That's it, really. I wish there was some kind of
software with it though.
I don't mean that in a negative way as such. I just think, like, when you're changing the RGBs, if you just miss a button, it's kind of aggravating. But yeah, it's not bad. For real, guys, it's worth picking up, I would say. It's like budget, basically friendly to most audio DACs and stuff. So it's really what I've got to say about it. Just pick it up, buy it. It's worth it. It genuinely is. I don't really know what I would compare this to, and basically just very good with USB, kind of USB-C mics and stuff. I've never really used XLR and I've never really understood too much about the very high end, but I do understand audio quality, and you're definitely going to be improving your quality using this, no doubt about it. I think we're going to leave it there. Thank you for being patient with me, because when I was moving out I wasn't able to purchase this thing, so if I did and it came while I was moving out, I wouldn't have been able to pick it up and I might have ended up losing it or even worse. So it worked out perfectly in the end. I've finally got it now. I can do this review for you and I'm very happy. So thank you for that, and I'm looking forward to doing many videos with this microphone and that DAC for the kind of future to come. So I thought I'd make a separate video after I'd just made that one on my computer. I would ensure that if you're getting an XLR cable, ensure that it is a good one and it is rated very well, because I noticed the one that I have was causing static issues for whatever reason. I don't know whether it got picked up on the video. That is something I'll have to figure out. So what I am going to do is send that cable back and get a new one for this, and hopefully it will sound better. I did try another headset on this, some Skull Candies that weren't mouldy and didn't need a USB to be powered, and it still had a static sound, so I'm assuming it's something to do with the mic monitoring directly from the XLR cable. So I'm just going to get another one and see if it fixes it, but generally speaking, I mean, it works perfectly. Basically does everything you'd want it to. So yeah, I'm really impressed by the quality of it. Considering it's just completely hard plastic and a bit of rubber, it feels good. I mean, it's a bit wobbly, but this isn't a big deal, you know. It slides up and down, it does the main thing it's supposed to do. It's really good, so I highly recommend it if you need something like this. There's a little RGB strip at the bottom as well, so you're going to get a little bit more RGB if you've got it in a nice corner, say like on wood or something. Cool. You don't really see things like this for the price that it's at, so again, unless you personally need something more professional than this, like an actual audio DAC that's huge for DJing or something, I mean, that's a different story, but for streaming this is pretty much perfect. So yeah, again, I'll show you an up close of everything here. Electric, headphone monitoring, mic monitoring, and then all your stuff. I don't know if I mentioned this, but it does need to be powered by USB-C, and it can also be used with, again, line out headphone, which is for mic monitoring, line in headset, and then dynamic or condenser. Obviously mine's dynamic, so it works as a dynamic and not a condenser, but that's pretty much it. I did just want to point out, by the way, if you have any issues with this, it is not the actual box itself, it is the cable, so bear that in mind. Ensure it's plugged into a USB-C port that is giving it plenty of power, even if that's on the computer or a USB to USB-C. Just make sure it's getting plenty of power, especially if you are using that 48 volts. It's a lot, it's going to need the power, so make sure you use it if you need it.